best care of yourself. You deserve it. I'm glad you're actively looking to your health and going to rest. Yeah. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. I know it's silly, but I love Grumpy Carrot. And also, and like these aren't like made to go like this, but just like the angry carrot. And then it's like, oh, okay. 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 Alright. Get those carrot friendaboos up there. And then, because we have our... Let me pull them back out. Yes! Okay, like when cute thing... Okay, I can't remember what the phrase is for it. But it's like when cute things make you angry. Like you see them... Like, and it's like, oh... Louise Belcher on Bob's Burgers, like, and she sees something, it's so cute, she has to punch it. It's just that sometimes our cute, you know, like, trigger also kind of turns into, like, trigger, you know what I mean? So, right. Look at him. He just not pleased. I do like the way his things are like kind of like straight up. Like he's like, how dare you? Like he's just, not even how dare you, but just exactly. He's like he's so happy. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so now let us imagine sway. See? Look at that. This is why we're trying to be so exacting with the colors, with the seeds. So when we look at it dead on, it looks like a happy little burger. Okay. So that's step 1 of assembly. Now we're going to set this friend like this friend like this. We're going to texture this a little bit more. And then part of me wants to grab chalk pastels and make it look more... And what do we do with all of our official toothbrushes? That's a good question. Wait, like seriously. They were like right here. None? Also, this is one of my special skills in life. Is to pick something up. Not leave the chair that I'm sitting in. Like my ass has not lifted off the chair since I last had that item. I don't know where it is. Like 3 toothbrushes. Like a handful of toothbrushes. What did I do with them? Did I throw them out the window? Did I... There we go. I set them loosely behind a pile of papers. As one does. Okay. We want to give this a little bit rougher texture around the edge because we are not going to add like a gray black for a burnt texture because we're also going to be adding mayonnaise before the mayonnaise is cured, mustard before the mustard is cured, and if you get little bits of like chocolatey, like not chocolate, but like little bits of like burnt bits, dust in that before it's cured, it's not going to look cute. Because that's not how it works. Burgers don't just shed, like gray dust onto your food from their burnt bits on the edge. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Droidlet, I gotta go, because whoever's car is that loud, I definitely need to go and live with them. That's obviously. Yep, it's a clear answer. Been good times. Gotta go, though. It was so loud, I just couldn't resist. Sorry. Okay. We live, basically in a, not quite industrial, but, in an industrial area. And sometimes there are people who like to drive their vroom vroom vehicles. Okay. So we're going to cut this directly in half. And the burger patty is going to hang over both of the buns, I'm guessing. And we're okay with that. It's from a diner or some local place where you've had a couple of friends who work there, and you know that everybody who works there gets fucking drunk and high on the in the back on Friday nights while they're working, and you're still okay. You're like, yeah, I don't fucking care. The burgers are the best. Whatever. And so I'm thinking see, because they're not hanging over wild style, but just they have a little bit extra. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So once again, we need to get our diagram, because that's what all the cool grown-ups and the cool fun people do on Friday nights is projects that require... Ooh, can't believe I actually cut my phone. Yay me! I did not just drop to the ground. See, when you say Grumpy Carrot, it just reminds me of Grumpy Hedgehog. But this is our super exciting diagram of how we assemble cheeseburgers. Because when we do this, we need to consider what's cured, what isn't cured, what can tolerate being smushed a little bit, what cannot. Oh gosh, French and toasters. We forgot to do cheese. But that's okay, because we can just make a slice of American cheese and then cut it in half and then put half on each. Gosh, French and toasters, though. That's okay. And so this is American cheese yellow, orangey. And did I just open a package labeled American cheese yellow from the store? No. This is a giant wad that we made the other day after making several less accurate versions. So, yeah. And where is our piece of where's our piece of art cheese? Because this is our size model. Oh, that is too big. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, as opposed to trying to do a size model, we're going to use this as this size is too big model. And then we're going to move this aside so all of these pieces don't get smushed while we're doing this and forking around. And these carrots are going to come and supervise. We all need supervisors. Just kidding, I don't. Well, at home, yes. At work, no. Ooh, and hang on. This is real cute, but look, we were drawing on here with a pencil. There's a pretty high likelihood that the graphite on here will lift because pencils are erasable because the graphite doesn't like bond with the paper. It's just sitting on top. And so if we use this with a nice like color like this, we're setting ourselves up to have the color lifted. And that is definitely not what we want. So hang on. And do we feel bad about throwing away the occasional piece of parchment? No. Because we reuse all of these. You may look and see that this one has little folded edges already. Because we have already used it, I would guess, twice before. Guessing on its like relative fucking crinkle ass factor or whatever you want to call it. Hang on. We want to have enough room to, and we need some cornstarch, there we go, to roll this out without our rolling pin accidentally smushing the edge of, like, say, our nicely formed burger patty that has not yet been cured. And so we want to brush cornstarch off of here so it's not like powdering on other things. And this, unrelated. That's white paint from something we were doing earlier. And so we want to get it smooth without being too smooth. And it's like if only we had a scrap clay model. You mean the scrap clay burger patty? This is literally exactly why we have scrap clay models of things. Because this little friend is already textured, measured, colored, cut, ready to go. And so if we do this in the wrong size and then stick it on top of there and then yes it up, we're going to have to redo the burger patty and the cheese. But if we cut this out and very carefully drape it over our friend scrap clay model here, then that will give us basically a relatively accurate view of what is going to happen with the finished product. And when we're cutting things like this, we remember, or try to remember, that we can always cut off more. The difficult part is putting it back on. Oh, and Kid says, and I'm back. My small is awake and playing games on the Switch. And what is the small one playing? My sister used to say just that, like, you know, because, like, she'd be in charge of, like, you know, like, for, at a, you know, family event or whatever. Like, she'd be looking after the dogs and the kids, and she'd say that she was in charge of all things small and smelly. Like, all things small and smelly. Report to her. Ooh, I think that's just the right size. Because we're not trying to smother it here. We don't want it to be... Well, I think we want just that so we can have... Okay. So these are our 2 half slices of cheese. Minecraft, she's an addict. She'll be asking me to play later, probably. However, she had a very bad tummy and a cough for a day. I'm keeping an oh, poor little beep sneeper. I hope she feels better soon. You know, so one of my serious go-to magic things with my kid is ice juice. And here's my secret recipe. You get a cup that they like. It's better if it's like one of mommy or daddy's, like one of like a cup that belongs to like a grown up, but a plastic one. Put in like this much ice, like this much water, and then fill the rest with juice. And then, I'm not kidding, get a straw or a tiny spoon or whatever, and stir until some of the ice is melted, and it will make the drink ice cold. Like, you put your hand on the outside, you will feel it getting ice cold. And then explain that that's magic ice juice. Not magic, because that, you know what I mean. But seriously, just, it's ice juice, and it's so cold. It really can help, like, soothe the throat, because the ice makes the juice super cold if you stir it a bunch. I was a barista. She likes when mommy finds her diamonds. My wife's been horribly sick for 4 days with flu, and I've had for 3 or 4. Whew. I'm not a cougher, and I read all the runny nose, etc. Oh no! Put some ice in the freezer. But seriously, ice juice, the real, and this is like when they say like, oh, I want martinis shaken. The reason like they shake martinis because that's how to get a warm liquid really cold. So you start with cold liquids and then stir them really well. It just makes it extra cold, and it's just, you can be so, yep, ice with fruit, like, yep. But just, that's my, oh. I bet she did. You can totally mix it with strawberries. But just getting anything icy and cold in their throat can just help take away that immediate sting. And poor little Bubba. Oh, that's looking cute. And so in this instance, the little bent corner of the cheese, look, it's not right in the center. But look, we can see the two corners now because of the way we cut that. Scotland has just had 2 days of snow out of nowhere, so most of us have been caught tout. Oh, caught tout. Yes, exactly, and that's what we're always aiming for, is that the next one, the current one, looks better than the last one. Like, what did we learn? What looks good? What looks better? What looks best? Oh, I like that. And yeah, Kit, I fully agree. Ooh. Oh, that looks nice. Neat, neat, neat. Okay. Alright, hang on. Hold the please. Okay. So, top bun, mustard, and tomato, and then cheese, American cheese, like the American cheese in the patty, which we've got right here. Oh, and I'm really digging those. And then lettuce and onions together on the one layer, and then mayonnaise, and then the bottom bun. I was a cheese addict before we found out I'm lactose intolerant, totally intolerant. Oh no! I just thought it was normal to be in so much pain whenever I ate. I loved brie on cranberry and beef burgers. Mmm. That sounds like a lot of flavors. Also, I'm a very fussy eater, so that's not like a statement on what you're eating. It's a statement on the fact that I eat like a child having their 12th birthday party. But no, I think it would be a good idea to assemble one had a space at a private cheese deli. Sorry, let me dim the lights. I got some of the most out there cheeses, etc. And see, I'm not a I have like a very I can taste like a little tiny bit of something in things and not in like a fun way. I like really mild cheeses, and so like anything out there, no. Like that, no. I like familiar favorites. Give me some mozzarella. Ooh, one of my favorite cheeses. Ooh, I should get some of this Mizithra. It's like a salty goat's milk cheese or sheep's milk, maybe, but it doesn't melt. And it's salty and crumbly and so delicious. And you mix some pasta, cook some chicken, like tiny bit of garlic, fresh basil, and then like mix in Mizithra. Like, oh my good geep gorp. Whew. I could eat that every day for a week and be a happy lady. I had to put this on my shopping list. Mm-hmm. I get that. I hate the flavor of celery. I can taste it even blended into sauces. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, no. I'm a fussy eater. My mother tried everything to get me to eat it. But why? Why? Why you gotta eat the freaky food you don't like? Why? ¿Por qué? And is this a diaper of a baby that ate squash? No, but you're close. It's yellow mustard. No, I'm just kidding. I actually, as I get older and continue in life, I'm finding that I actually like mustard in and on some things. When previously it would like if mustard touched my food, I would like be looking for a fainting couch, and not like just because someone told me it was in there, because like just tasting it. You know, I reckon she should have said score on the me loving right. If you love cruciferous vegetables, like come on. So yeah, let us all endeavor to forgive our, you know, our relatives, our loved ones, our family for things they didn't know better. They'd never had a better example. Let us all, like, it's not like a one-step process, but let us all write it on our hearts that we will do our best to forgive those who came before us, who were doing the best that they can. I'm not saying that, you know, oh, your family was doing the best that they can, because I don't know. But, you know, resources were a lot more limited, and so sometimes it's just, it can behoove us to think about what would give us peace as opposed to what is like, the most accurate pants, like trying to extract an apology. You know what I mean? Let us enter with the plan of forgiveness for those things for which people never apologize and never will. Benefit of the doubt. Well, part of it is benefit of the doubt, and part of it is it's easy to judge ourselves by our intentions and others by their actions. Like, if my intention is to help a friend, like, I feel like, oh, well, their house is messy, and if their house was tidier, they'd feel better. If they told me that they wanted their house to be tidier. So then if I tell my friend, like, well, you should do this to tidy up, and I send them a bunch of links about tidying up, and then it's hurtful to them, and they feel judged. And I say, what are you fucking talking about? You wanted to be tidier. I am judging myself by my intent when it is about the action and the result. Oh, yes, I 100% forgot. Okay. So, tell him I will be there in 5 minutes. Sorry, I told the child that I would put him to bed, and then I completely forgot about it. And me, as the parent, that's on me. People can be weird about that. I've learned a lot due to being autistic and truthful. For real, I 100% feel that. But actually, hang on. Boop. I'm going to set that down for a minute. And we're going to look really quick and see who is on and streaming. Let me see if we know any crafters. Any crafters? Because, see, now I feel bad because I told the kid, he was like, even though you're streaming, can you put me to bed? And I said, yeah. And then I totally forgot and I feel really bad. But that's okay. I'll be forgiven. Oh, let's read Gore. That's like a super... He must have been on for like 7 hours. He got on way earlier tonight. Okay, so we're going to read Gore really quick. And then I am going to go put one Kittle Von Fiddle to bed. And then everyone will go and hang out with Gore and tell him that I totally said hi. And I should have checked if he was going to be, like, on for a while. But, oh gosh, French and Toasters. What is that thing where it does unraid? Why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? There we go. I don't know why it does that. It's a mystery for all the Benevives. Thanks for all the tips. Oh my goodness. Well, take it with a grain of salt. And Sam, yes, and keep me posted. And remember what Sparkle said. As a hiring manager, it takes way longer than you think, and it has absolutely nothing to do with you or anything like that. And if you're qualified for this, like for that one, you're qualified for more interviews. I know, but I just know that I'm waiting with you. Like, I'm waiting with you with excitement and love. Like, it's not just you. Like, I'm totally there. Like, so, keep us posted. All right. Love you, angels. And I will see you on Monday.